Hi there, welcome back to Top 10 Famous channel. It has been 44 years since the first appearance of Superman on the big screen, and both technology and society have dramatically changed from the 1950s. While Christopher Reeve is no longer with us, all four Superman films from the 1970s and 1980s featured some incredible talent. Join us as we take a look back at where the stars were and where they are now. Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor. Gene Hackman, a serious actor, was hesitant to play Lex Luthor in the superhero film, making things difficult for director Richard Donner when he finally did. The then 48-year-old actor refused to wear a bald cap, and it took a lot of persuasion to get him to shave his mustache. In 2004, the legendary actor retired from the biz, following a final role in the comedy Welcome to Mooseport. He's now a novelist and is 92 years old. Marlon Brando as Jor-El. By 1978, Marlon Brando was an absolute legend, having already won 2 Oscars and been nominated for a further 5. In Superman, Jor-El, then 54, was the biological father of Clark Kent. His role in the movie was small, but it went a long way towards audiences taking the movie seriously. After a hiatus in the 1980s, Marlon Brando retired from acting. In 2004, Brando died of respiratory failure at 80. Susanna York as Lara. Superman's biological mother Lara was played by Susanna York, who was then 39. Much like Marlon Brando, York was a celebrated actress who added a lot of clout to the movie. Before Superman the movie, York had won a BAFTA award and earned Oscar and Golden Globe nominations for They Shoot Horses, Don't They? In 1969. In 2011, she died from cancer at the age of 72. Mark McClure as Jimmy Olsen. The young 21-year-old actor Mark McClure played photographer Jimmy Olsen, who went on to appear in all 4 of Reeve's Superman films as well as 1984's Supergirl. He was defined by the role, which overshadowed his other performances. Now at 65, he's still active in films, and his most recent role is a prison security officer in 2021's Zack Snyder's Justice League. Ned Beatty as Otis. Lex Luthor's bumbling assistant was the clumsy Otis, who was played by Ned Beatty. He was then 41 and had a successful career that included roles in 1972's Deliverance and 1976's All the President's Men. In 2013, he retired from acting. In June 2021, Beatty died of natural causes at his home in Los Angeles at the age of 83, 3 weeks before his 84th birthday. Jackie Cooper as Perry White. Jackie Cooper, then 56, played the iconic role of Perry White in the first film, and his gruff and no-nonsense performance set the standard for the character. Cooper had a long career before becoming Superman, beginning as a child star in 1925. In 1989, Jackie Cooper officially announced his retirement to focus on raising and training horses. He died in 2011 at the age of 89. Glenn Ford as Jonathan Kent. By the time Glenn Ford took on the role of Clark Kent's adoptive father, he was then 62 and had been decades into an illustrious career as both a leading and supporting actor. In the 1990s, he suffered a minor stroke, leaving him in poor health, and he never acted again. In 2006, he died at the age of 90. Phyllis Thaxter as Martha Kent. Clark Kent's domestic and wholesome mother, Ma Kent, was portrayed by Phyllis Thaxter, who was then 59, an accomplished actress. She had spent decades playing the girl next door in movies, beginning with World War II. In 1992, she retired from acting and lived a quiet life until 2012, when Thaxter died from complications due to Alzheimer's disease at the age of 93. Valerie Perrine as Eve Teschmacher. Other than Otis, Lex Luthor had only one companion in Superman, and that was Miss Teschmacher, played by Valerie Perrine, a model and Vegas showgirl who turned to acting. She was then 35 years old. Teschmacher became her best-known role. At 79 years old, she's still going strong and is the subject for an upcoming documentary called Valerie. Diane Sherry Case as Lana Lang. Lana Lang, Clark Kent's teenage love in Superman, was too busy dealing with the other guys to notice his amazing powers. Diane Sherry Chase, then 26, who had appeared in films and television shows since 1964, played Lana. Besides an actress, Diane is also a director and writer. She's now 70 years old. Larry Hagman as Major. At the time of Superman, Hagman, who played an unnamed Major, was known for decades of work, including his hit 1960s TV show, I Dream of Jeannie. He was then 47. In 1992, he had to undergo a liver transplant from excessive drinking and died shortly after the filming of the Dallas remake in 2012 at the age of 81. Terence Stamp as General Zod. The English actor Terence Stamp played General Zod when he was 40 years old. At that time, he built for himself a good reputation in the film industry thanks to an Academy nomination for his role in his film debut, Billy Budd. Now, besides acting, Stamp is also an accomplished writer and author. He's now 84 years old. Sarah Douglas as Ursa. Starting acting in 1973, but it was not until Sarah got the role of Ursa in Superman 1978 she got certain fame for herself at the age of 26. At this time, Sarah is still working as an actress, but rarely appears on the big film projects. She's now 69 years old. Margaret Kidder as Lois Lane. Clark Kent's confident, capable co-worker and love interest, Kidder, got started working in Canadian TV and film before she fell into her most iconic role as Lois Lane. She was then 30. Unfortunately, in 2018, Kidder tragically passed away at the age of 70 from a drug and alcohol-related suicide. Aaron Smolinski as the infant Clark Kent. A naked 2-year-old infant who was holding up a car was played by Aaron Smolinski, who was that little boy. He was actually 3 years old then. After the film, when his family moved to Southern California, he gave up acting to follow gymnastics. Born in 1975, he's now 47 years old and is a father of 2 children. Jeff East as the teenage Clark Kent. Jeff East was the actor playing the teen Clark Kent. He took the role when he was 21 years old. Jeff East didn't develop his career as an actor, but as a businessman in a real estate company. Now he's 65 years old and lives in France. Christopher Reeve as Clark Kent/Superman. When Clark Kent was cast to play the Man of Steel, he was just a 26-year-old virtual unknown. After this first success, Reeves went on to have a fantastic acting career, starring in all 3 Superman sequels. Tragically, Reeve became paralyzed from the neck down as the result of a horse riding accident in 1995. This accident left him unable to move his arms and legs for the rest of his life. In 2004, Reeve died from cardiac arrest after an adverse reaction to an antibiotic at the age of 52.
And that's all for the video today. Thanks for watching, and be sure to support us with a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.